In a world already teetering on the edge of regional conflicts and proxy wars, a single missile strike can ignite an inferno. That's exactly what happened when Israeli warplanes unleashed a deadly air assault on the heart of Syria's military establishment in Damascus, targeting the Syrian Army's General Staff HQ, a move loaded with strategic intent and international consequences. This isn't just another flash of fire in the long-running Israel-Syria shadow war. It's a signal loud and clear that the regional chessboard is shifting. In today's report, we break down what this bold attack means for the Middle East power balance, how Iran and Hezbollah factor in, why global players like the US and Russia are watching closely, and what's at stake for ordinary civilians caught in the crosshairs. From historical grievances to modern alliances, this story is layered, dangerous, and globally relevant. The Israeli airstrike on Syria's General Staff headquarters in the Kafr Sousa district of Damascus has left both political analysts and military strategists stunned. This was not a strike on a weapons convoy or border installation. This was the nerve center of Syria's military machine. According to BBC News and corroborated by local sources, multiple missiles hit the compound, causing explosions that rocked the capital and left parts of central Damascus in flames, while Israeli officials did not publicly claim responsibility. As is often their policy in Syrian operations, multiple international media outlets and regional observers confirmed the signature of Israeli air tactics. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported that several personnel were killed or wounded in the attack, with military assets severely damaged. More than a show of force, this was a message. And that message, analysts say, is aimed not only at Bashar al-Assad's regime but also at Iran's growing footprint in Syria, which Israel considers an existential threat. The Kafr Sousa district isn't just any neighborhood. It's heavily fortified, hosting both Syrian intelligence operations and senior regime offices. More importantly, it's a hub for Iranian Quds Force advisors and Hezbollah operatives, making it a critical node in the Iran-backed resistance axis that stretches from Tehran to Beirut via Damascus. Israel's military doctrine has long prioritized what it calls the campaign between wars, a shadow effort to degrade Iran's military entrenchment in Syria without triggering full-scale war. However, striking such a high-value target so deep in the capital suggests a shift in that doctrine, signaling that Israel is willing to escalate. Some experts believe this comes in response to increased missile and drone attacks from Iranian proxies across the region, particularly from Lebanon and Iraq. This strike also follows weeks of heightened tensions across the Gaza Strip, Red Sea, and even Iranian-Azerbaijani border, where Israel's intelligence footprint is expanding. Add to this backdrop the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza, and the broader picture begins to look like a multi-front pressure strategy designed to choke Iran's regional network. Predictably, Syria's foreign ministry condemned the strike as a flagrant violation of sovereignty and international law. Russia, a key backer of the Assad regime and military partner operating in Syria, issued a lukewarm rebuke but has yet to act, highlighting its complicated dance of aligning with both Israel and Iran in different capacities. Iran, for its part, vowed severe retaliation, though it stopped short of promising immediate action, a sign that Tehran may be weighing its options amid regional overload. The United States, while not directly involved, has typically backed Israel's right to self-defense in similar scenarios and has been increasing its own military posture in the region following recent Houthi drone attacks in the Red Sea. Behind the scenes, Washington's priority is to prevent a full-blown Israel-Iran war that could draw in Lebanon, Iraq, Jordan, and potentially the Gulf states. Meanwhile, ordinary Syrians already battered by over a decade of war continue to bear the brunt. In Damascus, residents reported shattered windows, burning buildings, and fear of further escalation. The humanitarian toll, though secondary in geopolitical narratives, remains central to the human cost of these power plays. To understand today's strike, one must look back. Since the outbreak of the Syrian civil war in 2011, Israel has conducted hundreds of airstrikes inside Syria, mostly targeting Iranian weapons convoys and Hezbollah supply routes. But the scope and depth of the latest attack is unusual, even bold, suggesting a new phase in this long-simmering conflict. What's changed? For one, Iran's influence in Syria has solidified over the years, transforming the country into a forward operating base. Hezbollah, once largely confined to southern Lebanon, now has deeper logistical and intelligence roots across Syria. At the same time, Israel's internal politics under Prime Minister Netanyahu have leaned increasingly hawkish, with the government seeking strong deterrent optics ahead of potential elections and global criticism over the Gaza war. The question now is, will this embolden or deter Iran? Will Russia step in more forcefully? And can diplomatic channels still contain the spiral? This airstrike could be remembered as just another flash in the Israel-Syria conflict, or it could be the spark that sets the region ablaze. Global actors must tread carefully. The Middle East has long taught us one truth: what starts in Damascus rarely stays in Damascus.